A lot of y'all don't know this, but I have a younger sister named Katie, and we're only a couple of years apart in age. When we were teenagers, our parents didn't exactly treat us the same, though. And let me tell you why. Because I was the good child. I was the child that, never did anything wrong. I was the one that was always listening to my parents. I was very obedient as a child. And well, my sister Katie, she was the wild child. She was the rebel in that way. And so, say we were 16 or 17 years old and we wanted to go hang out with our friends late at night on a weekend or something like that. If I asked to go hang out with my friends on the weekend, no problem. I can go hang out anytime, no time limit on when I should be back. Just go and have fun, Cody. But my sister, that was a different story. She wanted to go hang out with her friends. She got the 3rd degree and she got a travel itinerary, right? So who are you going to go hang out with? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go after that? Where are you going to go after that? Where are you really going to go, and why are you lying to me? And then after they finally gave approval, then my mother would actually tail them as they were going around the neighborhood, Things are a little easier today because you got the tracking apps on your phones. You can actually track kids wherever they are, wherever they're going. People think cell phones are just for kids. No. They're for adults too, trust me. And that is the story, somewhat of a story of our gospel today. We only get half of the story because we only get Elizabeth's version, but I think we all know the prelude to the story, right? The story of Zechariah, the story of him being in the temple, him being in the Holy of Holies, and the angel coming to him and proclaiming that he was going to have a child, right? And that child was going to be the forerunner of Christ. And Zechariah's response was, I'm too old to have a child. He questioned, right? He doubted what was going to happen. He doubted God's power, and he doubted God's plan. And when he doubted God's power and God's plan, what happened? The angel struck him mute. And that's what he said. And I think there's great symbolism in that, right? So when we doubt God's power and God's plan, we're not able to proclaim our doubts to the entire world. Or at least Zechariah in that time wasn't able to proclaim. Instead of being magnified, he was reduced down. But we have an opposite story here with Elizabeth, right? She did not doubt God's plan. She did not have a moment or a lack of faith at the time. And so when Jesus came closer and closer into her life, what happened? The infant leapt into her womb, right? The grace was magnified. It was not something that was subdued in that way. My brothers and sisters, that's the key to Christmas. It's the key to Christmas because faith is really what Christmas is about, right? We have our Advent wreath, and we've been praying for these specific virtues as we prepare for Christmas. Faith, hope, peace, and love. And we light our love candle today. We've been praying for those virtues because we know that if we want to have a successful Christmas, if we really want to enter into the Christmas season, those virtues have to be magnified within us, right? Because the closer the Lord comes into our lives, the more they become magnified. But if we don't have those virtues and we haven't been praying for those virtues, we become subdued. We become mute like Zechariah was. They're circular, right? Because they help each other. We have a wreath that is circular. We have a green wreath, meaning we're talking about everlasting life, right? Something that never turns from its green color. That is what we're all waiting for and longing for in that way. My brothers and sisters, if we don't enter into Christmas well, then it becomes just another opportunity to exchange gifts. It becomes just another opportunity to eat more rice dressing and gumbo and ham, and don't forget the pecan pie. It becomes another opportunity just to kind of get together. That's not what Christmas is about. Christmas is about our faith in our Savior Jesus Christ being born, and our faith that our Savior will come back and save us, will bring us into that kingdom. And so let us continue to magnify the Lord, and let the Lord, as he comes closer to us, magnify the graces that we have cultivated so dearly during this Advent season. For if it doesn't end tomorrow in grace and beauty, then it doesn't end at all.